Have fun. Save us some. It might be cold by the time they get to us, but you know, we'll heat them up a bit. Tomato, basil, and bacon pasta. Oh. I used to have a nice chicken and bacon pasta for lunch. Sometimes. In college. It's very nice. It was from the Tesco meal deal, but it was still chicken and bacon pasta. It was nice. Doesn't take anything away from it. Long live the meal deal, boy. Never failed. I had the same lunch almost every other day. Very nice. Living the dream. Big up Tesco. It's the same place. Yes. In this case, it's a convoy managed or just created by one of the companies that you're on about. And they say, right, meet here at this time, and we're going to be going from A to B. And now the convoy is in motion. So you've got 100 and something people in a line heading there. To some, that sounds boring. It's quite fun. Who dis? Random person. It can be quite laggy, obviously, because the game is not made for multiplayer. So the more people you have, the laggier it is. But when you get moving, it's fine. It's just a part of every convoy. Bumping each other back and forth. Has Nelly given up then? Because Nelly's not behind you. I think. At the back. Oh. Oh, we crashed again. Feels bad, man. Ah. Okay. In chat. Ah. Well, it's not a really long convoy, is it? We're in the middle back, if anything. No, Nelly didn't nap. Euro or American? Technically neither. And chat. As in where we're from? I'm assuming? Technically neither. Leapfrogging with another person. Oh no. Why don't you keep distance from each other? Or is that not enough? Yes, the UK. So we're not European. We're not American. Which game you prefer? I knew that would be the other option. This one. But it depends. We had this discussion yesterday, actually, I think. Or Saturday or Sunday or something. It depends what goes into it. Did lag into one another. Oh. Yeah, ETS2 has more places to go, but ATS looks nicer. So they kind of balance each other out. Like ETS has more map. And I prefer the trucks anyway, because I'm used to these trucks. But ATS looks nice. Bored of your VTC? That should be the VTC advert. By the way, when's it opening, Kappa? That could be a spin-off of the Viva advert. Instead of the where's look out for that pilot car. Little smidge about when it's opening. Even after it's opened. Yeah, we're used to seeing these trucks, so that's more normal. For an American, they're used to seeing big trucks with big noses. So, literally depends where you're from. April 17th. Right, let me write that down. And then forget it. Kappa. Nearly there. The sunrise, man, the sunrise. Speed. I am speed. No, you spoke too soon. Never mind. Nearly finished. I'm sorry. Ooh, lag spike on everyone there. Sorry, Silver. Still look at 100 miles left. So. Wasn't my fault. I felt the lag spike and then clearly he did as well. Oh, we're nearly at 50. You had a really weird disconnection. What happened? He's been kicked. Hey, cheese, Matt. You can't see that, I can. You went to throw a grenade, the grenade didn't show up, nor did your arm, and everyone froze. Just started wondering around. Oh, that happens in all other games, doesn't it? I remember seeing that before. Or, oh, there's been times where that happens in Battlefield, for example, where, like, similarly, you could fire your gun, you'd hear the sound and the motion of it firing, but the bullets don't do anything. They don't come out of the gun. And then later on, you get disconnected. So you'd be shooting at a target that's not one is not there, and two is not even moving in the first place. It's very weird. Interesting. I don't know what my weirdest kick from that game is. I don't usually get kicked from it. From the few times I've played. I smuggle tacos. What an amazing name. Hope you haven't been caught doing that. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Hit in the chest. Did you feel it? Oh, my favourite one is when, especially in Battlefield 5, where you can launch the V2 or whatever it is, bomb thing, where that lands right next to where I am, so I can see it in my peripheral vision right before it explodes. And then the game lags for a split second when it explodes in my face. That's always fun. You know the meme in where like something just before something happens, it pauses and it goes, "Oh shit!" That where it pauses, you can see it right next to you, and then it explodes. Imperial. Which one is Imperial? As to why I'm using miles an hour, is that what you're on about? If so, it's because that's where I'm from. We use both. Shit one. We literally use both. It depends on the situation. More so one than the other, I think. Keep chucking up to the floor just in front of them. Aww. Matt, big fan. Oh, oh.
Good evening, sir. Hope all is good in your world.
It is indeed. TSI, hello. Thank you for 5 months. Big fan. Yeah, I hope you're doing well as well. Trying to get gold in your MP5. I have it now. I don't know which one I would go for next. I have it on 3 guns, I think. No. Because I'm the kind of guy. USA units. I don't know what the USA uses as standard. Like, my speed? My distance? No, I'm not American. We use that. Which one do you want about? Maybe both of us use miles an hour, which I don't think we do. I am British. Hello, Jerry, as well. How you doing? I should be using kilometers, considering we mostly drive in Europe in the game. But I don't, because I've gotten used to miles an hour. It's just how it is, you know? Yeah, that's the natural thing. You look at that and you know what that is. Court says hello, TSI, as well. Because she's driving a bit further back. Is only American? No. Are you American? No, I don't want to say that. I'm not offensive. No, it's not. There is more than just us two, though, that use it. Have mic chat. Yes, it does. A kind of radio thing in the game. If you see, actually, this thing here at the top of the screen is basically the radio comms that they would use in a normal truck. That's a multiplayer thing. So you can speak to other players. On the horns. I don't see it. I don't hear him. A camera. The little beep-de boop as we go past, yeah, but other than that. Nice if all countries use the same system. Yeah, there's only a few that don't use the same system. We reckon. Ah. Beep-de boop. Yeah. The little... that one. Beep-de boop. Enjoy your food, Charlie. Peepo fat. No, I am trying to actually think of what other... oh, there you are. Jesus. That's loud. What other countries do use miles an hour? What does Australia use? As an example. KVH, ah. But do they drive on the left? There's something like that that drives on the left. Where you're from? Oh, you're from Australia? Or... Yeah, something like that. Admin. No. He doesn't have brakes, I'll tell you that. He's just around the player. He's in the middle. Oh, there's that guy again. He relogged. The one that cut up, Nelly. Speaking of. Oh, it's still good. Wasn't even catching up to him. I mean, we're on Sim 2. It is normal. 70 and I'm catching up to him, see? He's braking a bit. He cut off loads of people. He's been kicked now, though. It was the one that keeps speaking on CB as well. Are you from Jamaica? You drive on the left bit, use kilometers. I don't see the problem in doing that, to be honest. It doesn't really matter. If that's the system you use in your country, then that's fine. As long as you know to use a different one when you go to a different country. Which includes in the game, players come over from France to the UK and they don't switch sides, which gets them in trouble. We're here. So see, the voices you're hearing are on this, the in-game radio that you mentioned. You do like the Fahrenheit system. See, we prefer Celsius system. So if I was to say a certain number, or if you were to say a certain number, it would sound weird. You would think ours sounds way too cold, assuming it's in your unit. And for us, your numbers are too hot. Like you say, oh, it's 100 degrees. That sounds insane. Minus 40, yes. The one where they're both the same. Yeah, that was a weird hey, John. John, in this case, is the founder of the company and the event that this does. Nyong. You're not... Oh, he's got winter mode. Solid white light, though. And he's gone. Admin. There should be admins. I am a driving admin. Still a solid white line, though. I'm driving. See, there's an admin. He's not sleeping. Almost. That ain't an excuse. Please. Moving like 3. So. The lag spike as everyone just loaded in. 100 already. It's Hammerhead's fault. Oh, my feet aren't even on the... There we go. They weren't even on the pedals doing that. Could have, but didn't. Look, Matt's here. Rickweb, to call him in a funny way, is here. John is busy. He's driving, so we wouldn't ask him to do that. He's at the front as well. So he misses it. Supreme was in a car. By the way, a car. So he's more useless. There we go. John, deal with him. Because he can see it. Big fan. No, I don't know what that crew guy's doing. He's not a very good one. LOL. Kitty, hello. This is a nice road. This is the road leading into one industry. So we're all on this one road. All those dots, my god. And the playlist. See, we count as players. We're not a VTC, so you can't have... If you see the player list in their Discord, the way they do it is they do VTCs first, and then players are listed afterwards. We count as just players. Sadly. We don't count as an actual VTC. That'd be cool to do. You know the host of the event? Yes. Or the convoy, so to speak. A fellow staff member. You can't park there, mate. It's not a parking spot. Yeah, it's just John. I don't know how the hell he got that. I don't think there's another few letters in it. Oh, there you are. Abor. Forgot what the in-game name was. Quad signals at top boost. No, what you were doing is you were driving with the convoy, but you were not in the convoy. I know you can free roam, but there's no point in free roaming with the convoy. You see how dumb that is? It's like you're driving next to it. At that point, you might as well drive in it, but you don't want to drive in it because you want to pull over whenever you want to. Do you see the problem? For when you got kicked, though, I didn't see that because that wasn't me. But I saw you on the other side several times. Keyboard driving ties your fingers. Do you have a controller? You can use a controller. What are you doing? Prime, another one. Yeah, keyboard, mouse, controller, wheel. In that order. So any one of those would work. I did, it was fun. I may join more. Mainly the Tuesday ones. I think maybe you did think it was. It'd be nice if it was. Non-collision. The gate's non-collision? Oh, is that what you were in my trailer? Where you are right now. Why is only the gate non-collision? It's very weird. A big fan. I hope the media boys took some very lovely photos. A sexy photo, yes. Do not have to participate in the convoy. No, do you see the problem though? It's like you were almost actually in the convoy. You're following the route of the convoy. You're following the convoy, but you're not in the convoy. Like you either are or you aren't. You can't just drive next to it and say that you're not in it. What's the point in doing that? Single lane roads. I know. You were catching up on the motorways, but at that point, what's the, you know? Falco's in a Renault. They park there because there's no space in the industry anymore. Like, the industry's full of people. You're not going to find anywhere to park. And to be able to see yourself. Cow trailers. That's one for Kilowatt. A Volvo. Oh, the speed, mate. The speed. I can just leave it going at 2 miles an hour. Beep boop coming through. That's his actual name. Okay. Someone has their foot hard down. Green and black. That is Delta Logistics. That's what they call themselves. This purple and black is prime logistics. So logistics, haulage, if you see anything like that, carriers is one of them. Those are the types of groups. You can name it whatever you want. And you'll notice they all have the same sort of paint job. Like you would in real life. I'll show you in a minute as we roll in. LKW is another one. RLC, of course, is the main one. Tango Transport. RTL. I don't know what that stands for, though. Is Nelly here? Nelly, big fan. No, but you, as long as you see the problem, don't drive next to a convoy when you can just drive in the convoy. You're representing the VTC by being there. So don't mess about. Otherwise you're going to be thought of as an idiot. My God. Fam, where are we going? There's nowhere to go, man. Squish in the corner over here. Packed. I know, it's not exactly a big industry. Yoinked the gap in between the crates there. Right, you would join... Well, we're at the ending point now, so there's nothing to join. It's Jono. Usually you check the convoy information that is posted all over the place. As people say, come to this location at this time. Here's the route. And then, boom, there we go. You got a nice parking spot. You're not in, are you? Ah. I wasn't to know that.